Welcome back. Have you ever considered giving up the grog for good? Well, believe it or not, there's a growing trend amongst Aussies who are closing the lid on booze. And when you hear the difference it's made to their lives, it's easy to see why.
The sun is shining. This is like peak drinking in the sun weather.
Cheers.
On a day like this, a cold, refreshing drink always goes down so well. But Sam Wilson has turned up her nose to booze forever.
I'll be 2 years in Feb.
2 years,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Has it affected your social life?
So I was really lucky in the fact that when I did go sober, it was pre-COVID, and then we went into COVID and lockdown, so I didn't have that social pressure to drink. But coming out of lockdown, it has been a little different. Alcohol is so embedded into our culture, and it's so embedded into my identity of who I am as a person. I'm so social and I love bringing people together, and I thought there's no way I can be that person without alcohol being in my hand.
As it turns out, this 28-year-old is part of a growing movement amongst Australians who are now drinking less alcohol than they ever have in the last 50 years.
We are seeing young people embracing sobriety or cutting back on drinking in a way that we haven't before.
The numbers say it all. Those in their 20s who've stopped drinking have more than doubled, from 8.9% in 2001 to 22% in 2019. Katerina Georgi is CEO of the Foundation for Alcohol Research and Education.
There's uncertainty about the future for young people. So they're thinking about their future, they're thinking about being really responsible, they're thinking about what kind of impacts there might be on their decisions now.
Saving money, I've been able to save, which has been great. I've just bought my first apartment and moving in next month, which is exciting. And the best thing is I get to drive home at the end of the night. So I get 2 glasses of the...
Perhaps the most surprising thing about Sam's drastic life change is that, well, as you can see, she's still having just as much fun.
Early 2020, I had a hangover from hell, and it lasted about 5 days. Did some silly things and didn't want to get out of bed, and that anxiety hung around. So I was like, okay, let's take 3 months off and really explore what alcohol is doing to my mind, how it's affecting me, and see if I can socialise without it.
6 weeks into her experiment with sobriety, Sam's 3-month commitment became a lifelong commitment.
So I was waking up happier than I'd ever been. I was feeling really good about myself, and I just thought, why wouldn't I want to do this every single day?
Last year, BWS and Dan Murphy's recorded a near doubling of sales of non-alcoholic products. And in 2020, the market for no or low alcohol drinks jumped by 2.9%, whereas alcoholic beverages dropped by 1.4%.
Thank you. Thanks.
So it's completely alcohol free.
Yeah.
And it sort of looks like wine.
Yeah.
Does it smell like wine?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
It smells like juice.
Yeah.
Let's give it a try. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, I could drink that.
Yeah.
At least with something in your hand.
That's the main thing, right? I think all this marketing, they've romanticised having a glass of red in winter or a glass of bubbles on a rooftop like this. So for me, when I go out, as long as I've got a glass of wine, like wine glass in my hand with soda water or whatever it may be, like I'm happy.
So this is our version of a Moscow Mule, but completely non-alcoholic.
And if you're still sceptical that going alcohol-free is even a thing, welcome to Australia's first booze-free bar.
We run distillery tours, we do bingo, we do a whole host of things that you'd normally expect in any of the great bars around Melbourne. The one difference being we don't have any alcohol on the menu except for one option.
Co-founder Stephen Lawrence opened Brunswick Aces after some of his own friends stopped drinking.
We see a whole range of people from 18-year-olds that are drinking a lot less than they're used to, all the way through middle age to older people who are looking at cutting down due to health reasons.
And if going cold turkey looks this good, why wouldn't you?
There we go.
Spot on. Thank you, sir.
There certainly are more low and no alcohol drinks available, and certainly more alternatives to alcohol available, which is great for the 1 in 4 people who now say that they haven't had a drink over the last year.
It seems the key is finding space to enjoy all the same things a life with alcohol brings, minus the alcohol. Sam's passion project, Sobermates, is doing just that.
It's an online community where we help you explore your relationship with alcohol to decide what is right for you.
2 years sober, almost.
Almost.
Could you see yourself ever drinking alcohol again?
No. No, I like everything that sobriety's given me, alcohol can't. I'm just so much happier.